day, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 6.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back.
This is unbelievable.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bears, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, what's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Now it's Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. 2nd and 6. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Throwing on third down, Fields. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
On first down, Herbert, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They'll run on first down. Herbert. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down at 5. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
These two teams all tied after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll run here with Robinson. And he gets it down to the 32.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll set up to throw. Caught outright by Renfro. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw here. Back to Renfro again, complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go. Let's see who's faster.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, they'll step aside. Second down, here's an option right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On second down, it's Robinson, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
On second down now, it's Robinson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. On second down, it's Robinson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Powers through, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's complete to Westbrook-Akine.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Fields throw into the hands of Henry here.
A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4. Fields throwing again. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Again, Fields.
Rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Fields going to hold on to it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Shark's got it left side. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Fields now to throw.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown Bears.
Nick Westbrook-Akine.
As the first half is winding down, and the Bears have retaken the lead.
So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the 2nd half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields. On the slant, this is Chark.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left.
And he will have the Bears 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And oh, he coughed it up. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their 1st drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the 1st as he's dropped at the 46. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their 1st possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On play action, they'll throw. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw again. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Quickly a slant to Renfro. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. James Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Fields. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd down and 3. Fields going to hold on to it. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Fields. Eluding and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Renfro bringing it in over the middle.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
2nd and 12.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Patterson.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the fourth.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's third down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's back to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Fields going to keep it once more. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Herbert, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. So the Broncos now down 20-13, a minute 25 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Able to find Patterson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Herbert on first down now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go on the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Running on first down, Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Herbert now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Herbert. And that's complete to Trey McKitty, the tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He's got his tight end over the middle. That's McKitty.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 16 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Now the L.A. offense ready for this next possession.
They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield. Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. New England's offense set to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. On 3rd down, Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide, they want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw left side, take it in by McKinney. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for L.A. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. After the penalty, it's Fournette. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Why are we doing this?
So that's going to push him back half the distance. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A 1st and 10 here. And, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Patriots are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1.
And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5.
Fournette running out of the gun. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up a throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A handoff, it's Eckler. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the 50, here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Palmer. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Herbert.
He's got McKinney complete to his tight end.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. Now, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. A handoff to Fournette. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 13. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Here is Eckler. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. And Allen's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Herbert. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Leonard Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Second and 1. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cool game sometimes, partner.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. On 2nd down now, it's Kelly. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for L.A.